Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope we are all doing good. It's your girl in the house and it's a lovely day. Time for us to get together again and learn something new that would help us all to become better people and to live the best lives that we deserve. Today, I want to talk about our health again because everything that we want to accomplish in this life all centers around being healthy, being whole, living the fullness of your destiny has something or has a bearing on your health. Without your health, if you're sick, you can't do anything. You can have all the dreams, everything in your mind, but if you're not healthy, you can't accomplish any of your dreams. Hello, Sister Trudy, Sister Denise. Good morning, everybody. So why is this health so important? And what is it that we need to pay attention to in our daily lives in order to live the fullness of this destiny that we are talking about? One of the things that we don't really give a lot of attention to in our lives is sleep. We just think sleep is, for some people, a waste of time. Like when I'm sleeping, I'm wasting time. But the body needs rest, just like any other thing. Even a vehicle, when you drive it for so long, it makes sense that you turn off the ignition, let the engine cool off, all the other parts of the vehicle have a rest before you continue to use it in order for it to serve you in an optimal manner. But many of us are always putting our body under so much duress. We are working hard, we're thinking, we're stressing, we're worrying, and all of that. And it affects the one thing that the whole body needs to be able to be in good balance, and that is sleep. Did you know that not sleeping properly can affect your brain and its function? Did you know that without sleep, that your cognitive functions are diminished? Did you know that without sleep, even your concentration, your ability to absorb information and process it and use it to do something is affected? Your productivity is affected because you're not able to process information, reason through things, think about solutions to your problem because you haven't had enough sleep. And if you can't concentrate, you're not able to function at an optimal level, then what is the whole point? And one of the huge surprises from the research that I've seen out there is that some of us put on weight that we've been trying to shed for a long time and not having any success. All has to do with the fact that you are not sleeping enough or you're not sleeping properly. Because the more you're awake and the more your brain is working overtime, the whole body is not in balance. And with all the hormones that your body is secreting, one of the main ones is cortisol. It's a stress hormone. So your whole body is in alert. Your whole body is working overtime. None of the parts of your body are able to have the rest that it desires, what it needs. And with the influx of this cortisol in your body, this cortisol actually suppresses the metabolism that is going on in your body to break down the food, take what it needs, take the nutrients, and excrete the rest of it through your passages. However, when the cortisol levels are high in your body and it's sustained and it's constant and it's there periodically over time, your metabolism slows down. Your body becomes more sluggish. And so when you eat food into your body, the breaking down of it and everything is just sluggish. And you start retaining toxins, which will also help you to store a lot of fat that you don't even need on your body. So a lot of the weight gain issues that we have stems from our inability to sleep. And let me tell you that there's so many different types of sleeping. A lot of us think, oh, but I was lying down in my bed and I had my phone and I was browsing and I was reading a book and I was watching TV or whatever. That's not sleeping. The fact that you're lying in bed, but your brain is still functioning, it still has to interpret what it's seeing, the images, everything, the book that you're reading, everything. So you're not really in rest. Your brain is still, working overtime. Some of us, hello Edith, Sister Mavis, how are you doing? Some of us, when we go to lie down in bed, that's when we start worrying about all the things of the day. We churn out everything that happened to us, and now we're thinking about it and all of that. When you're not sleeping enough, even your immune system starts to go down. So ordinarily, you just go outside, there's a bit of dust, you sneeze a few times, and that's the end of it. But because you're not sleeping properly, this little sneezing, before you know it, it's become a full-blown cold and flu, chest infection. Now you need antibiotics to feel better and all of those things. Sleep is something that is so important. But how many of us even think about it as something valuable that you need to have? And the stresses of life get the better of us. Hello, Sister Beauty of Life with Devi. How are you doing, Devi? How many of us even think about sleep as something that is worth having? Many of us see it as some necessary evil that we have to do, because we just have to do it. But if we don't start to prioritize sleep as something that is actually valuable and important in our lives, we run the risk of having all kinds of complications in our bodies. Did you know that if you're not sleeping right, if you're not sleeping enough, if you're not resting, did you know the lack of sleep increases your blood pressure? Did you know that? And when your blood pressure goes up and it's sustained over time, your whole cardiovascular system starts to go down. Now you have issues with enlarged heart. You have issues with blood circulation. You have issues, potential to have strokes. All because you don't sleep enough. When I was a child, every time it rains back in Africa, I get so excited because it's going to become so cool. And the sleep is so nice. Like, I can sleep for 12 hours without even hearing that it rained. The only telltale sign that it rains is that yesterday or the next day when I wake up, I can go outside and I see puddles of water. Oh, all the plants are so wet. Yeah, it rained. I didn't hear anything. The thunder and lightning and all of that, I didn't hear anything. As you get on in age and the realities of life hit, you want to work, you're having issues with your job. There's so many things that you're supposed to do. You haven't been able to get it done. You're getting older in age. You have aging parents. You're thinking about your family. You have a husband or a wife. You have children. So many different commitments make it hard for us to be able to sleep and sleep effectively. Sometimes your eyes are closed. Sometimes you're even claiming that you're sleeping, but your brain is still working overtime in that sleep. So you wake up in the morning and every part of your body hurts because you went to bed, your eyes were closed, but you didn't get enough sleep. Your brain was not at rest. Your body was not at rest and recovering from the stresses of the day that just passed. When you don't have enough sleep, All the nerves around your eyes, they're all tense. Your eyes start twitching. It's like your eyes are about to fall out of the socket. All because you've not slept enough. And when this happens for a long period of time, my darling, it is your health that you're putting at risk. It is your health that you're putting at risk. We only have one life. One life. If you don't do everything humanly possible to preserve this life, this precious life that you have, your body will not be able to carry you. Some of us are not able to sleep and sleep effectively because we've gone through all kinds of childhood traumas that we haven't been able to process. And so when you go to bed at night, you have all these funny kinds of nightmares and things dredging up from your past, and it's scaring the living daylight out of you, and you can't sleep properly. I've heard older people, my parents and their peers, and so many people say, you know, when you become older, you can't even sleep anymore. It makes sense, because the older you get, the more problems you have. Isn't it funny? I remember when I was a little girl, I couldn't wait to grow up. I didn't want to be living under the rules, the strict rules of my parents anymore. I wanted to have my independence. I couldn't wait to leave home and be by myself. Right now, go call my mom and she'll tell you that I'm always begging her that I take it all back. I want to go back in time. I want to be 7 once again, where I didn't have to worry about anything. I just close my eyes and sleep, wake up and food is ready. I eat and that's it. All I have to do is to study hard. I can watch whatever I want to watch. I can play. I can do everything. Now here I am. The same person who was crying, wanting to grow older. Oh yeah, I want to be older so I can also have all these fanciful hairstyles that all these grown-up aunties and people I saw growing up around me have. Now I have the fanciful hairstyle, but I don't want to be old anymore. I want to go back in time to that time. Because that time that I had, that I thought was not good, is actually the best time of the life. Somebody else can worry about me and everything. All I have to do is just 2 things. Listen to my parents, study hard, finish. They'll be very happy with me. Don't have to worry about nothing. Now you're older. You have to worry about where is my mortgage coming from? Where is my rent coming from? Where is this bill coming from? You have to worry about all utilities, food, this, that. Too much stresses of life. But those who want to have optimal health, if you want to live long, if you want to enjoy the fullness of your destiny, if all this hard work of yours, all the sacrifice is going to mean something, sleep must be something that you actually take very seriously. If you're not sleeping enough, you're cutting your life short. That's God's honest truth. If you're not sleeping enough, you're cutting your life short. Because once you hit the Middle Ages, high blood pressure and all of those things, they're just right there. They're just there, like here, you can actually touch it. And so if you're not purposefully, intentionally living the life where you're prioritizing yourself and your needs, my darling, you'll be hurting yourself without even realizing that that is what you're doing to your own self. So take it from somebody who has had first-hand experience. The sleeping is very important. There was a time in my life when I had a very traumatic experience. Something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. I saw a horrific scene. And on the back of that scene, sleep went out the window. I couldn't sleep. Things got so bad. There were days when I would just cry and beg to just be able to sleep for just 2 hours. But I couldn't get those images out of my head. And so I couldn't sleep. I went for therapy. I had counseling. I did everything. I couldn't get the images out of my head. Things got so bad that some nights I actually stayed up the whole night. If I was lucky and I got an hour and a half sleep, that day I was so excited. And everybody around me, oh, it will come with time. You know, time is the great healer. It will come with time. It will come with time. But time was not healing. A whole 2 years came and went, and I was still struggling to get to sleep. No doctor worth their salt wanted to give me any kind of sleeping pills because it becomes habit forming. And when that happens, weaning you off those kinds of things so that you can just sleep naturally also becomes another problem in itself. And so the best kind of advice is that you have to go through the pain this way. One day, because of this lack of sleep that had gone on and become a chronic illness, insomnia, not being able to sleep, I can go to where when I get to the office, I'm already so exhausted. And I'm feeling, oh, when I go home today, I'm going to sleep. Oh, as soon as I get to the bed, that's it. That's when all these horrible images that I saw would come to my mind. I couldn't. Half an hour sleep. That was the worst of the worst days of my life. Half an hour of sleep. And even then, my brain was still in overactive mode. What kind of life is this? And because of this lack of sleep, the body not being able to function optimally, I had an accident. I broke my foot in 3 places. And I needed to have screws put in the foot in order to mend it back together again. A few months later, I had another fall again. This time it was my knee that took the hit. Cracked the whole kneecap from top to bottom, vertically. A whole 2 years of rehabilitation. And it was some of the things that I had to go through, the surgery, the medications, the things that they give you when they put you to sleep and all of those things, anesthetics and all of those things. Somehow, something that they gave me, some cocktail, is what actually started this whole journey to recovery. When I was put to sleep, I wasn't waking up. They were so scared they had to literally forcibly wake me up, because how can somebody have surgery for a couple hours and it's been a whole day and you're still sleeping? But when I began to tell them what I had been through for the last couple years, it now made sense that because the body was just so tired and exhausted, I couldn't come around as quickly as deserved. So when I'm talking about sleep and what sleep can do, trust me, I've been there. It's coming from a place of experience. I know what you're going through in your life. I don't know. Maybe you're married. You're not happy in your marriage, whether you're a man or a woman. You're so stressed out at home. There's no peace for you to even sleep. Your children are off course. You're a single parent. Your husband, your wife, they've left. They're not alive, or they've just abandoned you. Now you are saddled with your children by yourself. You have to be mom and dad and everything, all rolled into one. The stresses of life have become too much for you to handle. Maybe the ends are not meeting. And this is actually a problem for most of us, including myself. Because we live in an economy right now, a global economy right now, which is in a recession. In case you haven't known, this is what is happening. On the back of COVID, the whole world is in turmoil. Some are doing better than others, but basically, fundamentally, life is hard across the globe. Ends are not meeting. This year, I've actually told all my loved ones, all you're getting for Christmas, na hug. Christmas hug. That's all I can afford. If I like you some more, I'll smile at you. That's extra. But that's all I can afford because my budget is not budgeting. Like the realities of life. Things that are zapping your peace from you. But I'm telling you that if you want to live long, if you want to live on the surface of this planet and really enjoy this life, of which you only have one shot, you have to become very intentional about the things that you're going to do, the things that are important, and learn how to put things into different compartments. Compartmentalize everything. Put things into different compartments in your life. Because if you fail to do that, and you allow the stresses of life to sit on top of you, my darling, it is going to ride you like a donkey. I don't want you to get to that point that I got to. You may not survive it. And with all the things that I went through, there are still scars that I have to deal with till today. If you're not sleeping properly, know that things like nerve damage, brain damage, not being alert, being able to respond to things, all of those things are just literally centimeters away from you. I know life is hard. I know, because I'm living it. Life is hard. I know. But you need to decide. It's a decision that you make. The things that you have control over, control. The things that you don't, you don't. And when you've done all that you can do, you just need to let it go. Let it go and just be contented with what you've been able to do for yourself. You can't go through life trying to carry the whole world's problems on your shoulders. It's going to crush you. It's going to delete you from here. The number of your days, you won't be able to fulfill them. Take it from somebody who's been there, done that, won the t-shirt, and is having to make several adjustments to be able to be telling you the things that I'm telling you right now. Some of us go to sleep, and our partners are telling us, my gosh, you snore so much. That snoring is an indication of a more serious problem. Did you know that some people go to sleep and the reason why they snore is because there are brief pauses in their sleep when they're not breathing? So somebody will be asleep and everything on the face of it seems like it's all fine. And then all of a sudden, they're gasping for breath because there are breaks in their breathing where they are not breathing. When it's just a few pauses, it may seem like, oh, it doesn't really matter. You know, it's just something. But when this goes on little by little and becomes a bigger problem, sleep apnea is what you have. Can you imagine that you go to sleep and for over 1 hour of your sleep, There are 20 or 30 or 40, even more pauses when you're not breathing. Can you imagine? That literally means that for every minute of your sleeping, there may be 10, 15, 20 seconds in each minute that you're not breathing. That means you're stifling your main organs, your heart, your lungs, your kidney, your liver, of oxygen. Because when you're breathing in and out, you're inhaling oxygen, exhaling carbon dioxide. So if you're not breathing in enough oxygen to keep your body going, where are you going? Other than 6 foot under. It's a very serious condition. And there's so many of us who are suffering it and don't even know that you have that problem. I'm telling you, the sleep is very, very important. And if you're not getting it, it's not right. If you're living with your spouse and they're telling you you're snoring, please go and get a sleep study done so that they can deal with your issue and find a permanent solution to your problem. Because starving your lungs, your kidneys, your heart, and your liver of oxygen for long periods of time is cutting your life short. That's the truth. When the organs don't have enough oxygen, they don't function optimally. So the temptation is great for you to think, oh, but everybody snores. That's the silly thing that a lot of us say, oh, but everybody snores. Not everybody snores. And there are different types of snoring. So my sister, my brother, please go and get a sleep study done. At least when you know what problem you have, you can find your own solution to it. Not breathing when you're sleeping is a very serious condition. Now, I've been talking so much about redox in recent times because it's really been a pivotal moment in my own life in helping me to be able to experience better health. And because of the things that I'm seeing, the changes that I'm experiencing every single day for the last year and a bit now, I've been on redox. Because I am so determined that no matter what it takes, I am living the full number of my days. I'm going to do my part and trust God to do His. I'm not going to leave anything to chance, because I'm going to live out the number of my days that I have been assigned and do it in good health too. Maybe you think life is just some circus. You can just do whatever you want and, and then life is just life. But the truth about it is that it is the people that are intentional about how they're going to live the life that live the life. Your health isn't something that you can play cards or chess or anything with. You can't gamble on your health. And a lot of us, but I don't feel any pain. I'm perfectly fine. I'm okay. Yeah. But there's nothing wrong with fortifying your body so that you can keep being okay. You don't want to wait till something happens to your body. It starts to get uncomfortable and starts giving you signals before you're now rushing to do something about it. Because the truth about it is that by the time it gives you signals, oftentimes it's too late. Haven't we heard people always say, oh, there was nothing wrong with her. She was perfectly fine. And then she was just sitting there and then she just collapsed and she's not here with us anymore. Oftentimes, our body is good enough to give us the signals, but we choose not to listen. Maybe you're listening to me today. You haven't been able to sleep for a long time. Every time you wake up, sometimes you feel dizzy. You have headaches all the time. If you're a migraine sufferer, not sleeping, it doesn't go very well with you. And so you're doing all of these things and not paying attention to your own health. But I'm here to tell you that if you don't listen to the little, because your body is always telling you what it wants you to do all the time. It does. It tells you what it wants you to do. Oh, I'm tired. I think I need a break. It does tell you. But you think, oh, it can work another 6 hours. You know, just let's work for another time. We'll sleep later. And if you keep doing this day after day, week after week, some of us work 3 jobs. We only get 3-4 hours of sleep a day. Where are you going? What shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his life? What shall it profit you? Money is good. Work hard. Yeah, very good. But what would it profit you? To work all the hours God sent. Some of us want to grab all the money that there is because only we know how to grab money. And because of this scarcity mindset that we have, we think if we don't grab it now, it will all run away from us. Working hard is good. Having money, good. But not at the expense of your health. Hello, Roxy, darling. How are you? Not at the expense of your health. Take it from somebody who knows. If you don't want to pay a hefty price, invest time in maintaining, protecting, safeguarding, fortifying your body so that it can do what you need it to do. Respect your body and understand that your body needs what it needs. If you drive a car anyhow, you know it needs oil, you don't put oil in there. It needs water, the battery needs, you don't put nothing, and you just keep going. What happens? At the time when you least expect it, in the middle of nowhere, just to teach you a lesson, it leaves you there. And if you live in these parts of the world that I live, and it's in the thick of snow, you may be sitting in your car for 2 days before somebody has the ability to even come rescue you. If you were not ready for that kind of life, guess what? You did. And so if you treat your vehicle anyhow and you get anyhow results, you should also equally know that if you treat your body anyhow, it will also give you anyhow results. There's so many things that can disturb your peace on the earth. So many things. But you cannot keep the world's problems, my sister. You can't carry the world's problems on your own shoulder. Always ask yourself the question. So does it mean that when I'm not here anymore, these people won't eat? They won't survive? Because I'm now not here, they too, they won't live. They will still find a way to live. So when you rationalize it like that, you recognize that you can only do what you can do and leave the rest to the heavens. You matter too. It is not your job to come and fix the whole world's problems. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself. Roxy, thank you so much. Problems, no, they finish. They never finish. It's endless. When you think you solve this one, another one is already bringing its neck up. So problems are always going to be there. There's so many people I know who, sacrificed everything for their families. When they went away, when they went to heaven, they didn't even remember them for 1 week. They were busy making merry and enjoying and all of that. It just means that you just passed on a needless, foolish way of passing. People think that when you prioritize yourself, you're wicked, you're selfish. But how can you help anybody else when you don't fortify your own self, when you don't stay alive yourself? How can you look after anybody else? Think about it. And I know that drawing boundaries with family is hard. It's the topic for discussion tomorrow. It's hard, but it needs to be done. Because if you don't do it, my darling, you won't be able to make it. That's God's honest truth. You can't. You won't survive it. Now, one of the things that I've been doing, I've told you about it several times, but I'll keep saying it, is that because I want to stay alive, I want to be healthy, I want to live out the number of my days, I've been using redox signaling molecules to fortify my body. I have to work. I have to be there for my family. I have to do all kinds of things. I have to be here for my Facebook family. And I can't do any of these things if I'm not in good health. So I invest heavily. Hello, Sister Aisha, how are you doing? I invest heavily in my health. I've been on redox signaling molecules for almost 14 months, 15 months now. And I tell you, it's the best decision that I made. Redox and I have become best pals. And we're going to keep on going for as long as Redox is available. And until my day comes. You know why? Because you need it. Everybody needs it. Your cells have redox signaling molecules produced by the mitochondria, which is a part of your cell. Every cell in your body. There are trillions of cells across your whole body. Cells in your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your butt, your arm, everywhere. Cells. Even your hair is made up of cells. But then as you grow older, your body isn't able to make enough of these redox signaling molecules because, once you're born into this dirty planet of ours, the planet that God made, that we have come to pollute and make it dirty. There's so many toxins that you're inhaling from all kinds of things. You're putting your body through so much. So your cells are not able to produce these redox signaling molecules to the same quantities that it was when you were younger or a baby. So there comes a time when your cells need help. You have to add on to what it had, top up, so that your cells can continue to do what they need to do for you. Redox is one company, that has been able to make this redox, obviously outside of our bodies, and stabilize it into a bottle that you can actually ingest, drink it, take it, so that it helps you. One company. Now, thankfully, on this same social media, I was blessed and fortunate enough to come across an amazing woman, a woman of God, a woman of great principle and respect, in the name of Pastor Patience O. Edwards. If you want her on Facebook, it's Patience O. Edwards. That's her page. Go find her. Go follow her. If you want to know anything about redox, that's where you should go. You can also go to redoxmiracle.team, TEAMASEA.com, and go contact her there. Leave your contact details on there. Contact. And the two of you can have a lovely conversation about redox. When I came across redox, I was going through so much. And this so much was making me unable to sleep properly. Sometimes I could go lie down and it would be 3-4 hours later and I still haven't fallen asleep. I can't sleep, just tossing and turning. There's so many things that can take you off course in this life. But then I started taking redox. And one of the first benefits that I saw was that there was huge improvement in my ability to sleep. To the point that sometimes I don't even want to get out of bed. The only thing that will get me out of bed is money. I have to get to work. And so I'm telling you that we all need redox. If we want to really live the fullness of our lives, we need it. It's part of you. On the very core of your whole existence is redox. So please, you need it to live the fullness of your destiny. If you're seeing that my face is clearing up and it's glowing and your skin is this, I keep getting those compliments. What have you done? You're radiating. What is going on? Yeah, that's my secret. Redox signaling molecules. If your life matters to you, if you want to keep growing younger, when your age is going upwards, your goodness and your life is staying the same, or actually you're looking more youthful, that is what you need to do. I've been on it for a year and a bit now, and it was the best decision I made, and I'm here to stay. And as you continue to use, it's just getting better and better and better every single day of your life. Little twinges and aches and bumps and bruises and things that, have been there for a long time. All of a sudden, this twinge that I used to feel here, it's like I don't feel it anymore. Yeah. Anybody who's followed me on this social media for a long time knows. They're guaranteed every month or sometimes even twice a month. You find me wearing sunglasses when I'm not outside my house. Because I've had a migraine attack. And that's me, I'm done. It's not only available in the United States, my brother Robert, that's false. It's available all across Europe, Mexico. I'm in Canada. I don't live in America. I still get redox. So it's not available only in the United States, my brother. It's available across Europe. We just don't, at this particular point in time, ship directly to Africa or the Caribbean. And most of these other continents, redox is available in those places. And so my sister, my brother, you may be watching and listening. I'm talking about this thing. You hear it, the phone, the video ends, and that's the end of the story. My sister in Abuja, don't worry, very soon, your issue will be sorted out. Yeah, very, very soon, by the grace of God. Redox will get to Africa. We are praying about it. And we know that God will soon open a door for us. Yeah. Miracles do happen. So keep the faith. And I'll speak to you some more after I jump off the video. The website is Redox, REDOX, one word, with miracle. MIRACLE dot team TEAMASEA.com. Again, I'll type that in the comment section and tag you also when I jump off the video. But if you just type the word redox, REDOX, I can also send you a link to the site. My darling, I love you so much. And I want you to live your life to the full because you deserve it. You deserve to live the life to the full. You deserve it. You weren't born to just traverse the surface of this planet and just be miserable. God loves you more than that. But He requires you to be responsible for all that you have in your life. He gives you your will to choose what you want for your own self. And so you're living this life. You're struggling. So many things are hitting you left, right, and center. And the person who is always coming on the bottom of the pile is you. It's time for you to change that improper fraction and make yourself the numerator of that improper fraction. You have to come up on the top because you matter. If you're working hard, slaving away, not sleeping, making all the sacrifices, whilst other people are out there blowing their time and their money, you are working hard, then I'm sorry, but you are a priority. It's important that you feed your body the right nutrients. It's important that you give your body these redox signaling molecules so that it keeps your body optimal to be able to live the full life that lays ahead of you. And you can only do any of these things when you pay attention to your health, when you prioritize your health, when you know that without it, there isn't a lot that you can do. When you recognize that my health must be next to God is my health, because without it, I can't do anything. You have redox in your cells. It needs topping up. Just top it up. Keep going with it. Just like you put pomade on your skin every day when you take a shower. Yeah, redox has become part and parcel of my life, because I'm seeing and reaping the benefits of having this in my life. I wouldn't just say anything just for saying sake, because I have nothing better to do with my time. I am actually using redox myself right now. I've woken up this morning, I've taken my redox already, because it's part and parcel of my life. And I'm telling you that if you want to have optimal health, it has to be a part of your strategy going forward. It's not a supplement. As I said before, your cells have redox already. It's native to your body, your cells, in the mitochondria part of your cell. Redox is being made. However, as you grow older, your body is not able to make enough of these redox signaling molecules anymore to give you the optimal health that you need. And so you need to top up what your body is producing with more of the same, so that you can still keep and maintain optimal health. Not age, not have twinges, aches and bumps and high blood pressure and this and that and the other, insomnia, on and on and on. Please pay attention to what I'm saying. And don't misconstrue, don't misquote me, don't put words in my mouth I never said none of that. All I'm saying is that you need to top up what your body is already producing with more of the same so that you can live in optimal health. I'm telling you my story. That not being able to sleep was a part of my life. And now my sleep has improved. In fact, some days getting out of bed is like pulling my teeth out of my mouth because I'm enjoying and so comfortable that I don't want to get out of it. And that's what you need. Your brain needs to rest. Your mind needs to sleep. And actually, at this particular point in time, there's a promotion going on. And some of the products that are on this promotion will actually aid this very sleep we're talking about. So if you know that you're having specific problems with that, and if I were you, I'll really go contact Pastor Patience right now. Patience O. Edwards. That's where to find her on Facebook. That's her name. Patience O. Edwards. Go follow her on her page. Or if you want to get the website, just type Redox, R-E-D-O-X, and I'll send you a link to her site. This is the cellular health coach that I have used personally. She is my own coach. I don't come to this platform to give anybody any misguided information. It's tried and tested. I've used myself. Pastor Patience has walked the walk with me. It's why I'm telling you about it. Our reputation means the world to us, both of us. That's why I'm telling you what I'm telling you. If you listen to what I've said, and you go find something, some other means, and you go do anything, and you get yourself into a pickle, please don't call me. Because I've taken my time to tell you exactly what you need to do. That I can assure and guarantee that what I've talked about, you've done it exactly how I've asked you to do it. If you go to Google, if you go on Amazon, if you go on Etsy, eBay, any of these huge selling places, and you go get something that somebody is saying is Redox, that you don't know even what it is, and anything happens to you, you have your own self to blame. All I'm saying is that I have used Redox. And how I used it was that I went directly to a cellular health coach whose name I've just given you. Because this person works directly with the company, the only one company that makes the product. And so you know that what you're getting is from the direct source. Wholesome, authentic, original, nothing fake about anything. So if you go to all these other places and you go get something that somebody is saying is Redox, and anything happens to you, please don't call me. Okay? That's all I have to say. We are in all kinds of places, but we are not in Africa yet. And Pastor Patience is joining for a few minutes with a few words, and then we'll be done. So please, listen to advice. Listen to what I've said and do it the exact same way that I'm saying, so that you can also experience the same results and better as I've experienced. Don't do anything that I haven't asked you to do. Don't go and try to circumvent anything, please. I love you, and I want you to do it right. I want you to do the exact same thing that I did. That has helped me so much. My darling, you'd have to watch the video again. I wouldn't be able to repeat myself. I'm going to jump off in a few minutes and get to work. So please, re-watch the video. Watch it from the very beginning. I've said so many things. And if you have time, watch Sunday's video, even better. There's a lot of nuggets on there as well. And so, my darling, all I want to say to you today is that sleep is important. Without it, you can't do anything. It's the best thing, or one of the best things that we need in this life. Without it, we can't live the fullness of our destinies. We need it. We need sleep. We need it. And so, guys, I've said my piece for the day. I will come back again.
Sika, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Pastor Patience.
Okay. Just end what you were saying, and then I will have to say two things and then leave.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. Yes. Please, some people are writing things that are not true. We are not just in the United States of America. We are all the places that Sika just mentioned. In Europe, in Asia, but not in China. We are in United Kingdom. We are in Philippines and other places. We are here. It's made in America. Not it's just in America. It is made in America by the scientists. So if you give false information, people are saying that how can they get it in the UK? We are in the UK, but you have to go through a Reg Docs practitioner, just like you go to your doctors for prescription. It is not one fits all. Everyone takes it differently. Everyone needs something differently. It is not one thing that we have. We may have, you have to take the main redox molecules, and also you may need other things. And how you need it, you need to come through a professional like me to guide you through and what you need. Please do not go out there and then get it anywhere. You do not know what is in that bottle. We do not sell it out there. We have shut down almost 8,000 fake sites. We don't want you to get something that may cause you harm or take you to the other side. It has happened to some people. We had a meeting yesterday. Please, please, please. There are people, fake sites out there. We do not sell it through any third parties. You can only get it through a trained professional like me, Patience or Edwards. Or you can come through Sika, and Sika will direct you to me. Do you know why Sika is directing you to me? Ask that. Okay? She has used it for 1 year. She's still on training. She's still, very soon, she will become one of the professionals. So please, don't say somebody also said you can only take it once a day. Please, you never even used Redox before. Don't put fake information out here. It can affect many people. Please, we do not want false information here. You never bought Redox. You never use it. And it's not taken once a day. Everyone takes it differently. Even those that they take it as maintenance, they do not take it once a day. That is very false info that you put out there. Delete it, please. Delete it, or it's going to, somebody said it's confusing. This person is saying this, Sika is saying that, and I'm saying it's not true. So the person is confused. The one in the UK, yes, we have our warehouse there. You can get it through me. So I saw that you sent me a message. I will respond to it when I leave here. Sika, thank you so much. Very soon, those in Africa also, Nigeria, Ghana, yes, we may get there very soon. We had a meeting about Africa. And as I'm speaking, I am the only African that's in there who is a Redos practitioner talking about this. I'm pushing it. I'm doing everything. It is a huge company. More than 1 million people are using Redox. Olympus people, some of them are using Redox. Some of the winners that you know their names in sports, they use Redox. Some of the Hollywood people, they use Redox. Some of the government presidents, you know, they use Redox. It's not a small thing in a small corner. It is big. But I'm trying my best to push it to our country. You know how it's like. Our presidents, how they have to take this and that. So for them to start something there, they've been in Africa, they've been in Nigeria, they've been in Ghana. But it's hard for us to pay, you know, do what they want us to do. You know, Americans, we don't do bribing and stuff like that. So that is the reason why. But if we get more people that are interested in Africa, then I can push it in your country. So contact me if you are in any part of in Africa. My number, you can also find my number. Some people, it's so hard for them to get through the email or the messenger. I've sent many people messenger, but through a message through messenger, but they are not responding. Please, my number, go to my page, Patience or Edwards. When you go there, on the cover photo, on the left-hand side, my number is also there. That is the easiest way also to get me. It is American number, but it starts with 301. So you add whatever you have to add to call America, and you will get me through WhatsApp also, or in the email where radosmiracle.teamasia. That is the site. You go there and you will see contact me, and you just put your info. Some of you put your info, but you do not put your number over there. If you don't add your number, I will not be able to contact you because I don't know where you are. Also, if you are in Africa, just send the email because they will not ask, let you add your number. So you don't send the email, get my number and text me. And tell me, when you text, I don't respond to every text because there are also people that they will get the number and tells me, yes, I'm interested in the Redox. Then I will be able to get you. Also, if you're on Facebook, if you don't add me to your friends, ask me for friend requests or follow me, so that the way I've set up my Facebook is very strict. I will not be able to see your messages if you do not add me as a friend or following me. Other than that, I will not be able to see your messages. All right, Sika, I will end here. I know it's time for you to work. God bless you for everything that you are doing to help our people. God bless you.
God bless you, Pastor Patience. Thank you so much for your time this morning. So you heard it from Pastor Patience. A word to the wise is enough. If you want to do something and somebody is telling you, giving you the actual roadmap for you to do something, for me, I will listen. I don't know about you. If you want to get the same results, do the same thing that I've just told you to do. It's as simple as that. I love you so much. I love you so much. And I want to see you succeed, thrive, be happy, and live your best life because you deserve it. Have a fantastic day today. May the heavens bless you. Stay beautiful, stay handsome, and have a fantastic day. Bye.